Hey everybody and welcome back to 360 Comics. My name is Joe and today I'm giving you 5 key comics that have relatively common errors or misprints that you can be on the lookout for. Just a quick reminder before we get started, we're doing 2 giveaways right now, one here on YouTube and another one over on Instagram. Stick around to the end of the video if you want to find out how to enter, and don't wait too long because they're ending soon. In pretty much every single segment of the world of collectibles, there are collectors that try to seek out and obtain misprints and errors, and comics are no different. Some of those errors never get corrected on a later printing, making them really easy to obtain, while others are corrected, causing a split in the print run. And even further, there are times that so few of the error printing exists that they become worth a lot of money. The 5 books that I'm talking about today are more towards the former than the latter, and they should be easy for you to obtain if you're looking to start a collection of errors and misprints. First up, we've got Batman 457, and the key significance of this issue is that it's the first time we see Tim Drake in his new and upgraded Robin uniform. It's part of what I like to call the Tim Drake trifecta, which I talk about in my affordable Batman key issue video, which you can find the link for in the description below. In addition to the key significance, it also has a printing error inside the front cover at the bottom where the copyright information is. Where it should say Batman 457, it says Batman 000. This printing error is not hard to find at all. In fact, I have 3 copies of this book, and all 3 of them have that printing error, but I know there are 457s out there because I've seen pictures online. As you can see, it's a very tiny error, but some collectors love things like this. Up next, we've got Marvel's Superheroes Secret Wars #1, the first big major event spanning all of the Marvel superhero properties, and also the first cameo appearance of the Beyonder. A couple of weeks ago, you might have seen me post on Instagram a picture of Galactus wearing a blue and white suit instead of his normal purple and maroon kind of thing. And that is from the inside of this issue, and it is on every single version of the first printing, both newsstand and direct edition, and that is an error printing that people look out for. But what I noticed, and I've only seen this a couple times, is I have a copy that also has this black smudge over the word wars, and I've seen other people with that same smudge, but it is certainly not on every copy because I also have a copy that does not have the smudge. So we've got kind of like a twofer here with both this black smudge going on and the Galactus, which I'll show you now. Easy to find right here on the centerfold page. We've got blue Galactus in all his glory, and on every other page of the book, he has his appropriate colors on. And here's a quick up close of that black smudge, just in case you wanted to see it a little bit better. Look out for that, and blue Galactus on the inside. I feel like I should note that there is a second printing of this issue, which I have right here, that does have the corrected color on Galactus, and the way you can tell it apart just by looking at the outside is that they changed the Spider-Man head here to be the black symbiote suit Spider-Man instead of the normal one. Now we're on to Dazzler #1. This is the first book in her solo series from the early 1980s, and it involves a printing error very similar to the last one, but instead of something being the wrong color, there's just no color at all. There's 2 pages at the end of this book that are just printed in black and white. Fortunately, it doesn't affect the story at all because they're both ad pages. Personally, I don't own a copy with this error, but these are the pages that would be in black and white if it were one of those copies. I read online somewhere that approximately 20% of the copies in circulation have the black and white printing error. If you're a big fan of X-Men like I am, or you've watched my most recent spec video, you might know what this book is. This is X-Men 282, the first cover appearance and first cameo appearance of Bishop. And upon a first look, you might think that the background is the printing error here, but it's actually not. This is a second printing of the book, which has this gold background. The actual printing error lies on the inside, where the cover was printed on the back of another cover. Now, the issue before this book, number 281, had two printings, one with a red X-Men logo and another with a white X-Men logo. This book, curiously enough, on the inside of the back cover, has the cover for the previous issue with a silver X-Men logo. My thought is that they were going to do a third printing of that book, but decided to do a second printing of this book instead, given how popular Bishop was almost immediately. While the print run is much lower for the second printing of the book, every single one that I've seen ever has had that other cover on the inside, so it's definitely not rare if you can get your hands on the second printing. Let's take a look inside and see what it looks like. Like I said, just take a look on the inside of the back cover, and there you go, the front cover of X-Men number 281. And then if you look at the other side, the inside of the front cover, it does have what would be on the back of X-Men 281. So I think they just turned this cover inside out and printed over it in order to save some paper. There were so many issues with the foil covers in the 90s when they first started doing them, specifically with Web of Spider-Man number 100. I've seen a ton of different errors based around the foiling on this book. Some of them where the foiling was out of place, and some of them where there's a white background and no foiling at all. The white background one seems to be pretty rare, but it's not rare to have the foiling misplaced a little bit, because what they did was they printed the book first and then added the foiling later, so if something was shifted a little bit in the production line, it would come out a little bit crooked or off center. Unfortunately, I don't have a copy of this book where the foiling is noticeably off-center, but I did compare the two copies of this book that I own, and the foiling was slightly different on the two of them, meaning that there probably are a lot out there with a small amount of movement on that foil, but the noticeable ones are the ones that you're looking for. Whether you're looking for off-center foil, a color error, a misspelling, or these weird smudges that show up sometime, I hope this video helped you find what you're looking for to add to your collection. There are tons and tons of misprints out there, and I could make a video of 100 of them if I really did the research, but I just kept it to these 5 because they're pretty easy to find, and they're a great place to start off if you're a newer collector or you're just getting into collecting errors and misprints. If you stuck around, as promised, I'm going to give you some information on our current giveaways. First up, we've got this Amazing Spider-Man Volume 3, Number 1, the first cameo appearance of Cindy Moon, aka Silk, and we're doing this as a YouTube giveaway right now for 600 subscribers, and we're actually, at the time of this filming, 2 subscribers away from that goal, so definitely enter this soon if you haven't yet. You might have even missed your chance if you're watching this a couple days after the release, but I hope you got in there. All you got to do is subscribe to the channel and like and comment on our videos. For each video you like and comment on, you get an entry, and I'll be picking a random winner on Instagram Live within a few days of us hitting our goal. We've also got a 4,000 subscriber giveaway over on Instagram where we're giving away these 2 books. We've got Spider-Man Unlimited number 1, the first appearance of Shriek, who's going to be in Venom Let There Be Carnage, as well as the first book in the Maximum Carnage run, a very popular run from the 90s. And I'm also throwing in this Carnage number 3 just because I think it is an amazing cover featuring Werewolf by Night. All you have to do is follow over on Instagram and find the post about this giveaway and like that post and comment on it, tagging 3 friends. That gets you entry, and I'll pick a random comment a couple days after we hit our goal and find a winner. Thanks for sticking around. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, ring the bell for notifications, hit the thumbs up for a like, and leave a comment down below. Maybe let me know some more error variants that you know of that I could include in future videos. And hey, Blue Galactus, do you want to sign us out here?
Turn the page. Wash your hands.